During this course, we will use the tools here on the Azure DevOps web portal. Let's see how to log in and get started. One way is to go directly to the site. That's via dev.azure.com. Now, there are other places on the internet and Microsoft's websites that look like you can log in here, so let's look at some of those and why they won't work. Here's an example. I'm on the Azure website. I'm reading about the Microsoft Azure portal. There's this tempting big blue sign in button. If I click on that, that will sign me into the Azure portal, which is different from the Azure DevOps portal. Now, to be clear, if you already have signed in to your Azure profile and you've already set up DevOps, then you'll have this option here to see your Azure DevOps organizations. And if you click on this link down here, that will take you to the DevOps portal. One other way you can get to the portal is if you're reading the information here on the DevOps site. Here's a section about all the different features that are part of Azure DevOps. And at the top is the Start Free button. If you click on that, that will take you to the portal. If this is the first time you're logging into this DevOps portal, you won't have a default organization, so you will be prompted to create one. I'm logged in with one of my teaching accounts as Terry Dactyl. Terry has created 3 organizations. You can see them over here. Here's the 3 organizations, which is not necessary for a small team. She probably only needs one. In a big enterprise company, there might be good reasons for multiple orgs, however, perhaps one for sales and another for HR. Creating an organization is easy. Click on this new organization link. Then you'll provide a name here and a hosting location in this dropdown. And then when you click on continue, you'll get your organization. Now the name of the organization becomes part of your URL. So if I click on this one here, Terry's Open Source, you can see that we're at dev.azure.com, Terry's Open Source. She also has another one here. And then this is one that I used for another Azure course I taught. So let's look at Terry's Open Source. And then we'll go to organizational settings. It's here we can set defaults for the org that apply to all projects in the org unless overridden in the project. So you can see I've got settings like privacy URL, the time zone, and the region. I've got a place where I can manage the projects. I can manage the users. If I'm in an enterprise, I'm probably paying for DevOps. So this is where I'd set up billing. There's auditing. There's also a lot of other settings for individual settings for boards and repos and pipelines and so on. We need to create a project before we can continue. So let me go back. I'll click here, go back to the top, and then open Terry's Open Source. Notice I don't have any projects yet, so it's asking me to create a project to get started. And I'll show you how to do that in the next video.